As many of you may know, Dark Viper for the last several months has been very for longer than that, even maybe like 2 years or something. It comes up all the time. He's been on the big anti-React content train. He's principally opposed to React content, and so as you also probably know, he copyright struck Chud in the last few months after a long back and forth between a lawyer and YouTube. Took quite a while for it to get through, but he got there in the end. The video got taken down. Chud's not fighting it, so the video's gone. Anyway, I keep getting Dark Viper recommended to me on my YouTube live tab basically every day at this point. Probably because, I don't know, I watched the video he did about React content. So I click on there sometimes. I like seeing what he's up to. Sometimes I click on there and he's like dying repeatedly on GTA and getting increasingly frustrated, and that gives me like a moment of satisfaction, a brief moment of satisfaction. But today I clicked on there and I noticed that Dark Viper was, and listen, guys, this is terrifying stuff. He was using someone else's intellectual property. Okay, now I'm not sure if you're aware of how fair use copyright works, but if you use someone else's intellectual property, it is not assumed that you're in the right. You have to make what's called an affirmative defense, I believe it's called. So I just pointed out, I made this tweet here, okay? Matto, that's what his fans call him, at Dark Viper AU, has been caught reacting on stream. Below is a screenshot of Matto, who has rallied against Watch Party React streamers in recent months, seeming to steal someone's GTA 5 speedrun footage. It's very scandalous. There is no commentary, criticism, or parody. Dark Viper AU simply used the video to learn speedrunning techniques, broadcasting it to his audience. This occurred today, during Matto's Easter Sunday health issues stream, in which Matto grapples with the consequences of his terrible lifestyle. Obviously, as people may know, he has Hashimoto's disease, and now he believes he may have diabetes as a result. So, guys, purple hearts in chat for Matto. Okay. Purple hearts in chat for Matto. Get better soon. Get better soon, Matto. Now, it doesn't end there, guys. It really, I wish it ended there. Because that, you might not think, you might look at this and go, wow. Surely this is pretty easy to brush off. There must be a very simple argument that can be given to dispel this very quickly. And then, obviously, Dark Viper's got a response ready to go. He knows exactly how to shut down this criticism. As you can see, it's got 83,000 views here right now. 84,000, really. It's a big tweet. This one doing numbers. And that's because Matto, Dark Viper AU, Matto, quote tweeted it. It's because he quote tweeted it. And what did he say? This is either amazing bait for stupid people or the dumbest post I have seen today. Sorry. I sincerely can't tell. Now, this is a bit of a strange one because he's saying this is amazing bait for stupid people while he is quote tweeting it. You'll also notice he hasn't addressed the point there. He hasn't provided a defense as to why that is fair use, as to why that was okay for him to do on stream, but React content is not. He followed it up. He said, as far as I can tell, it is real. Guys, I think we can be doomed as a species. Again, I know Dark Viper is a big fan of good faith intellectual discourse. So I'm still not seeing an argument here, which is strange. I expect better from Matto. Now, we've got even more, because I would love to say it ends there, but it doesn't. It really does not. Someone replies, he's obviously trolling. Reacting. Come on. What does Matto say in response? What does Matto say in response to that? You'd be surprised. To some people's ears, I do not enunciate R's sufficiently. Thus, they type like that, believing to mock me, when they actually just make themselves look stupid. So he's just, I don't know if he hasn't realized yet. I don't know if no one's pointed it out to him, if it was just never identified when he was a kid. He has a rhoticism. I learned the term for this today. He has a rhoticism. He pronounces his R's as W's. It's not like, it's like mild. It's a mild rhoticism. He has a rhoticism. He speaks with a rhoticism. I don't know how he doesn't know. It seems like he genuinely doesn't realize that he has a speech impediment. And I'm getting gaslit now. I'm getting gaslit now about this. So I quote tweeted this and I replied, sure, it's my ears and not your speech impediment. And some of his fans came to defend him. If so, why are you making fun of someone's speech impediment? I think he does it on purpose for attention. I have to attribute this to Jimberly in the Discord, who gave me the idea for this reply. And someone, why aren't we famous? Friend of the show. I say friend of the show. I don't know who he is. He just floats around in chats and stuff. He picks up what I'm putting down when the guy replies, what? And says, it's a known thing many homosexual men do for attention / to try and seem cute. Very disturbing. And so it was just, I won't show all of these. But there was a series of Dark Viper fans coming in, and it was just the party line is now, why doesn't he just talk properly? He's doing this for attention. This is a method of flirting with me. This is the party line now. Okay, guys. I'm I see this. I was getting replies like this. Like, look at this is just gaslighting. This is straight gaslighting. I'm just being lied to here. Yes, it's your ears. This is the first time I've seen someone comment on his R pronunciation out of thousands I've seen. Also, if this was true, how big of a garbage do you have to be to mock someone for their speech impediment? Fuck you. So I'm just being lied to here. Even in Dark Viper's initial tweet, he says that it's a common. He acknowledges that it's something people say. People regularly say this. This is something that other people have said before. He even says that this isn't in dispute, that people think he's got a speech impediment. Quote detected? Oh no. I wanted to throw cold water on this, Squeeman, and post a clip of you stumbling over your words like 4 times in a row. I absolutely, listen, I fucking stutter and stammer like a retard. But I'll say that, listen. Plenty of times on the stream, I sit here stuttering and stammering like a fucking retard trying to get my words out. Happened many times. I'm sure you could make a very long compilation of me doing that, okay? But I'll say that. I'm not on Twitter saying, oh, I just don't think you heard me right. I don't think you heard me right. I don't think get your ears checked, dude. That wasn't me stuttering. You missed some words there. I don't have my fans spamming purple hearts. Matto, we heard you perfectly. As he sits on stream explaining fucking GTA 5 speedrunning tactics like he's from a fantasy race in a late 30s novel. I said this in Discord earlier. Up until like past the age of 20, I thought that the roticism, but I'd never heard an American with a roticism. I thought it was a regional UK accent that I just hadn't identified. I thought it was like some weird like West Country accent that I just didn't know. And I figured out after a while it was a speech impediment. After I heard like Smaggle, it's people like that. I was like, oh, there are Americans that are like that too. Oh, okay, I see now. I don't know. It's when I saw. I just use Smaggle as an example. I don't know that it's when I saw Smaggle. I don't know that Smaggle was the one that triggered the realization. Chris Eubank. I don't know who Chris Eubank is. He's a boxer or some shit. Why would I know who the fuck this is?
He has never listened. Make your mind up, Chris.
Yeah, I've never seen this guy. I don't know what any of this is. I don't watch fucking sports, bro. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, also I guess I'll just show a couple of other little bits here. So Nick Diorio also tweeted about this. To some people's arse, I do not enunciate sufficiently. It's just some screenshots here of exactly what happened. There's some funny response if you want to go look at that tweet thread. But one thing I did want to just kind of briefly talk about is it's just crazy that because Dark Viper hasn't provided an argument in his tweet, his fans are like scrambling. They're making arguments that just don't map on to his position. Saying that I keep seeing people say, I'll address a few that I've seen. Okay, we'll run down them. There's an expectation in the speedrunning community that your techniques will be used by other people. First of all, not necessarily true. I think people often keep techniques to themselves until they're ready to show them. I don't think that's entirely correct. Second of all, it doesn't actually that's not a valid argument because people say that same thing about YouTube content in general, that the platform is built on responses and open interaction and being able to use bits and pieces of other people's content. People say that about internet content in general. That's a fundamental part of it. So it just doesn't. But Dark Viper doesn't accept that. So that argument doesn't fly. You can't use the idea that there's an expectation of using the content, like an unspoken expectation of using the content. You can't rely on that because Dark Viper doesn't believe in that. He also says a very retarded thing that I heard in his video the other day, where basically he says that it shouldn't be on the content creator to take a proactive role in seeking out and protecting their intellectual property. But that absolutely is. That absolutely is. Any copyright holder, any trademark holder, anyone who owns any intellectual property, you take an active role in protecting it. It can literally hurt your case in many circumstances if you don't take an active role in enforcing your copyright. Yeah, use it or lose it. Exactly. It's a fundamental principle that you must take a proactive role in securing your copyright and enforcing your copyright. So he says that, but so that whole argument that doesn't fly at all. So saying there's an expectation that speedrunners have an expectation, no. You need, in Dark Viper's world, that specific speedrunner needs to have given Dark Viper permission to use his footage. Okay. Another argument I saw. Dark Viper made any percent, whatever, the run that it is. He made it what it is today. That does not fly either. Just having a contribution to a field in Dark Viper's setup of what constitutes fair use of of copyrighted materials. That does not matter. That would never matter. Dark Viper would not think that simply because, say, Destiny had a large impact on shaping Twitch poll, that Destiny should be able to, with impunity, react to any Twitch poll content. That is not what Dark Viper would think. That is not what his position would be. I've heard people say he was just using it to learn. That's also not an argument at all. He could use it to learn by simply shutting off the stream and going and learning it off stream. He could have it on his other monitor. I saw people say that's one thing. They were like, oh, he watched it on stream so that he didn't have to shut off his stream and start it again. He wouldn't have to. What, do you think this guy hasn't got 2 or 3 monitors? You're insane. Also, I know for a fact, I've seen his stream, when he shuts off his game, it goes to a black screen. That means he's got a game capture on OBS. He's probably got a window capture as well. So he can easily simply leave on the game capture, not open up the browser, just watch it himself and not show it to his stream, and he wouldn't be infringing on the copyright of the original holder. I haven't seen a substantive argument. I haven't seen it yet. Were there any others I wanted to address here? Let's have a quick look. Smaggle has just been saying, oh, it's retarded, it's a nothing burger. It's like, yeah, no shit, the whole React content discourse is a fucking nothing burger. It's all a nothing burger, retard. The point is that Dark Viper's standard is so broad that it can apply to, like, almost anything. And none of these people understand it. I'm sure there is. Listen, it may be that Dark Viper, it may be that there's something I've just missed that is really obvious. I'm telling you, it's not even that I'm saying that Dark Viper by his own standards is stealing. My objective more with this is to simply point out that none of these people understand it, and also to get under his skin. But clearly, none of these people understand it. None of them understand what his arguments are. I keep seeing people just say, oh, just go watch his videos. Just go watch his videos. If you've seen his videos, and he makes such a good argument, and you've understood it so well, it is the absolute baseline of demonstrating understanding to be able to reformat it into different words and say it to someone in response to a counter argument. It is the baseline demonstration of understanding. It's being able to take something a concept you've learned, reformat it into new words, and say it somewhere else. But none of them can do it. None of them can do it. Their reasoning sucks. I could provide some reasoning that I think might work. Okay, I don't think anyone said this. Dark Viper already has seen that piece of content. He's already seen that speedrun. He already knows what's in there, so he can provide a real commentary and critique. I don't think that really works because he doesn't provide any commentary or critique. He just sat there, like, maybe we'll pull the clip up, but he just sat there basically like watching this speedrun, stressed out, going backwards and forwards, going, wheelie. That's what he was doing. He wasn't giving a commentary or critique. He was just like sitting there stressing himself out because he couldn't figure out how to do this part of the GTA prologue quick enough. I don't know if I want to watch it because Dark Viper, I literally don't want to risk any DMCA at all. But you can go find it. It's from today's stream. It's from today's stream. You can easily find it. So there's this tweet. I guess I'll pull this up because I just find it funny. Because like all the dark, I don't know if you guys have realized this. I've started to realize this in the past couple weeks. It's a child audience. It is. It's a child audience. It's GTA Online kids, I think. I think that's what's going on. And I'll show you sort of part of why I think that. Other than the pathetic behavior that they exhibit on social media, I'll show you some of why I think that. One of two possibilities. This guy's baiting. Fair. He's a complete fucking idiot. He wasn't fucking reacting. He was learning the speedrun to GTA, specifically only the prologue, because he ended the stream early. This doesn't make any sense. He wasn't going to end the stream early when he was watching this, because I watched some of it. He ended the stream, I believe, because he got tired from his potential diabetes, and his computer was stuttering. That was why he ended the stream. It wasn't anything. I don't know why you think it was to do with the prologue. And yeah, he just played it on string. He just straight stole that piece of content. Like he could if he wanted to teach people how to do this part of the prologue, he could demonstrate it. He could demonstrate. He could learn it off stream and demonstrate it himself. And it'd be his own piece of content, even though it used someone else's. But no, he took their demonstration. He took their demonstration of how to do this in the prologue. He stole it, used it. Yeah, they don't. Him learning, this doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make any difference. He would never accept that argument for anything. Dark Viper would never accept that argument. So I don't know if these people even watched his React videos, his React content, hit pieces. But look at this. This guy's fucking art just sucks, man. I gotta show you this. This guy's art sucks. This is why I think he's a child, okay? I gotta say, look. Not to suck Isaac's dick, but I think my popped collar artwork looks way cooler than this. Gotta be real. Gotta be real. I'm gonna level with you. We've got there's a cover photo as well. This is Down syndrome lyrics. Got the fingers. Oh man. It is. Look, the strings are in front there. What the fuck? Dude, you fucked this up. Go back, restart, do over. Look, that's just a fucking. These are just images as well. I didn't even quite clock that first time I looked at it. I was looking at this. Bro, start over. Yeah, for real. So yeah, I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed at all with Dark Viper's fan base, I've got to say. Not sending the best. Not sending the best at all. So yeah, if anyone's got like the argument, what is the argument from Dark Viper's perspective? What is it? I don't understand. Because it's not like Dark Viper. One thing I could say, one argument you could make is he only watched about 5 minutes of this 5-hour video, right? So it could be the time used. So it doesn't matter because he didn't use much of it. But that doesn't fly at all because he defends himself copyright striking. What is it? It's the clip of him saying the N-word. He defends copyright striking that. Not now. He says the meaning has changed because it's entered the public discourse. But he used to, and that was only like a 3-second clip. Someone replies to he has permission, but that's probably a lie. Let's say if he's got explicit permission, that's a whole different thing. But until they show evidence of that, until I see any evidence of that whatsoever, which I haven't.